Hey, I'm Peter K. Welcome to another great segment of 5 Minutes to Fitness Plus TV. I'm going to share with you my favorite guacamole recipe. It always comes out amazing. You can make variations of this, and I'm going to try to do it under 5 minutes. So here are our ingredients: avocado, tomato, red onion, lime, and we've got a jalapeno in here, and we've got some salt and pepper, and we've got some cilantro. This is fresh from my garden. I just picked it this morning. By the way, when you're picking cilantro, if you see these little leaves and they look more yellowish, get rid of them. They're going to ruin your flavor. You want nice green leaves, okay? So we're going to start with our avocado. And this is the way to do avocado. Just be careful. You're going to lie it long ways. You're going to start it out, and then what I do is just carefully grab it and just go around the pit. The knife does all the work. The knife is nice and sharp. That's the secret. We turn this and look what you got. Beautiful, right? We give this a quick little tap. The pit comes right out. We get rid of it. And then we're going to scoop this into, with a spoon, we're just going to scoop this in. By the way, I told a friend of mine this recipe once, and I told her how to make it, and I told her all the ingredients, and she went to the supermarket, and I forgot to tell her one thing. By the way, we're going to recycle this. We're going to put this in my compost outside because we've got a garden. That's where we got the cilantro from. But I told her, how to make this recipe and all the ingredients. So she went to the supermarket, bought everything, was so excited, came home with her son, and I forgot to tell her one thing. Make sure your avocados are ripe. They should be a little squishy, not completely, but definitely soft to the touch, so you guarantee you're getting a beautiful ripe avocado, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is put in our tomato. What I like to do with the tomatoes is just cut it down the middle. I cut out the stem, and then I just go down the sides, turn it quarter of a turn, and then just give it a coarse chop. Okay? And I like a lot of tomato. I'm not going to tell you, portion sizes. I happen to love a lot of tomato in my guacamole because I think it gives it another dimension. It also fattens it out. Avocados are very expensive, so if you don't want to be spending, $20, $30 on them if you're having a big party, you could pad it out, so to speak, with some extra tomato, which is awesome. Okay? We've got our red onion, and we're just going to chop the ends off of the onion, and then we're just going to cut it in half. This makes it really easy to take the peel off. See how fast that was? And then I just go down the side here. I cut as much as I want because I'm going to save this and use it some other time. And then I'm just going to come across the side. I think the fun part of cooking is the preparation. I love to chop vegetables. Some people hate to do it. I guess they don't get anything out of it, but I love it. Maybe because I'm obsessive about getting everything just right and the pieces all perfect. So, coarse chop there, and we're going to put it in again. You put in as much as you want, whatever tastes good to you. Our lime goes next. I just like to roll the limes and the lemons first. I think it loosens up the juice a little. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I saw it on a cooking show once. And this is my mother's trick from Greece. You take the lime and you fork it basically, and you squeeze that juice right in there, which is awesome. Okay. And there's no particular order to this. I'm just doing it as I see the ingredients. We've got my jalapeno pepper. We're just going to chop the top off. Now my kids don't like spicy foods, so what I do is I just take out these seeds. Okay, and you could use your fingers to take them out. Just wash your fingers. If you want to get fancy, you can use the knife and just scrape them out. And I really just use a little bit. If you use a little bit, and then I'll just chop them into little like julienne, and then come across. If you use a little bit of jalapeno, you're not going to get that heat. All you're going to get is that flavor, which is really awesome. Okay, that goes in. So we put in just about everything. We just need our cilantro, and it's got to be fresh cilantro. And this is what I've heard of cilantro. Either you love it or you hate it. I've never heard of anyone being in between. Hopefully you're one of those people that loves it. If you don't love it, forget about this recipe. You're not even going to make it because the cilantro, in my opinion, makes the recipe. Okay? We're going to get that in there. And I always clean off. My kids go crazy because they think I'm going to cut myself, but all I'm doing is wiping the herb off, and then I'm using the part of the blade, I'm just turning it away, and just to get those extra bits. I'm not cutting myself that way. So if you see me doing that, I'm not hurting myself, don't worry. And then I got this tool. This is a chopper. This is really awesome. Before we do that, we want to make sure we get our salt. I always use kosher salt. I just think it has better taste. It's got a texture too because it's coarse. And I'm going to put a little pepper in. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't think you need it, but why not? Okay, I think we've got everything. We've got our chopper. This is essential, and I've got my nice wooden bowl here. And all we're gonna do is chop this up. You definitely don't want to overwork this because then it becomes a mushy mess. I like to have some of that texture in there. And you're going to see this all start to come together, which is really awesome. Here it comes. And you're going to know when you're done because it's getting that creamy consistency, but you can still distinguish the ingredients, which I love. And in my opinion, that's done. I've got these falafel chips, which are awesome. I'm just going to try it out. It's perfect. It's almost like you can't mess this up because the ingredients are so incredible. Try that, modify, put a little more of this, a little more of that, add some beans, whatever you want to do. I don't know if that was under 5 minutes or not, but it's pretty darn close, which is pretty cool. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Until next time, I'm Peter K, and I'll see you on 5 Minutes to Fitness Plus TV.